Welcome to day 3 here at SEMA. So I'm over here at Fox Racing. These guys make awesome shocks, as most of you guys know. I'm here with Pat. He's going to tell us about a brand new system called the Live Valve Active System.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to tell us a little bit about that. So Pat, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by. And so what we've done this this past year was we went out and developed Live Valve for aftermarket applications. Live Valve is not new to Fox. We've used it in racing applications. That's where we tried it out originally to see, would it survive in the harshest environments, and could the best drivers in the world feel the difference that they were improved on it. And I can say that, probably 80% of our racers, if they're allowed to run semi-active systems, they are now. Because they find that, hey, the system's just more predictable for them. And then, with our OE partners, we do a lot of Live Valve as well. So what we wanted to do is take that to a broader audience, and so we came up with Live Valve for the aftermarket.
This application, it just bolts on directly to any of your,
Yeah, so it'll bolt on. You have to do a little bit with the wiring and, put your control box, somewhere, whether it's in the center console, underneath the seat or something like that, and pull some wires through, the firewall. And after that, yeah, same bolts on, just like our factory race stuff does.
I bet, are there specific coilovers or shocks or bypass shocks that it works with and versus not others in your lineup, or anything that you have?
Yeah, so no, the Live Valve will only go into the systems we have. It's a little bit different of a body cavity here to support the valve in it.
Okay.
Opposed to our DSCs.
Okay, so
we have to just buy this. What you can't do is just buy Live Valve and retrofit it onto something.
That's what I was going to ask. So then if you wanted to get this system, you have to get the whole system together. Okay.
Yeah.
And how much of, what is the price point on that on top of your shocks?
I want to say compared to factory race, it's probably right about 15% more expensive.
Okay.
And everything, and with it though, what we did was, because we have, kind of a different range of adjustment off of a FEMA going into a VVC valve, we've kind of tuned our main stack a little differently and everything, and so, you get a whole lot of plushness, and the system always wants to take itself back to the easiest setting.
Sure.
So if you're not doing anything with the vehicle, it makes it very nice for you to drive, and then as you're hitting events, it catches up to your events with you. And everything. So like I said earlier, if you're out adjusting knobs, there's going to be some moments where you adjusted too far or took too much out, trying to make something happen, and then on the rest of the ride you're stuck with it.
Right.
Where this you're not stuck.
So our audience is mainly Jeep guys, a lot of Wranglers and Gladiator guys. Yeah. So they'll buy their expensive Fox shocks, Kings or whatever, and they'll try to dial it in the best they can. And then a lot of them come back to me and say, hey, Eddie, my ride is like crap off-road, or it's crap on-road.
Yeah.
So this system here would allow you to
do both. Yeah,
automatically.
And so what you can do is you can kind of come in here and say, hey, I'm on road, and you dial your switch, and then you say, okay, hey, I want comfort, balance, or sport. Now I drive a Chevy that's got this all on it, and everything, long travel Chevy and so on and so forth. When I'm on road, I do on road and I do balanced.
Sure.
And everything, because, I'm on 37s. If I want to hustle into a corner, I want it to pick me up a little bit, and kind of control me a little bit more. But then if hey, you're just messing around, you want to hit some railroad tracks at 100, you just throw it in off-road mode, stay in balance, and you hit it and just keep on cruising, right?
But you do have to hit a switch to make that happen.
Yeah, well, it will always adjust up for you. It's just your normal setting when you're riding will be more comfort, a little stiffer, but it will always catch the impacts.
Right.
And everything, it will adjust for you even without hitting the switch.
So it's just compression and rebound, or just
compression?
Okay.
And everything. So it's a single Live Valve.
You were saying that you dialed in just a standard set of shocks.
Factory race.
Right? But dialed it in the best you could to take it out in the desert and bomb.
What I did was, from tuning there, kind of adjusted for our test loop, and I could kind of be okay at about 80% of it, and at 20% I would suffer. Either I was too stiff, too soft, or whatever the impact I was having. And everything, so I was catching myself slowing down, going into something because I knew that was going to give out on me,
right?
Or be harsh,
right?
And then when we put this on, I actually could feel myself hustling it harder because it was going to catch me during those impasses that I was picking up, and make it the right valve.
So it allowed you to drive faster.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, on the same circuit there, which was kind of a 4.5 mile loop. I think I picked up about 3 miles an hour.
That's awesome.
Loop, and we did 20 runs. So I mean, I was pretty comfortable with the loop and stuff like that, and it just kept getting better and better because I stopped tensing up. Like, oh God, I'm gonna bottom out. My setting, is great, but I'm gonna bottom out on this one. Here I didn't.
So I was looking at the video behind you, and they're actually showing a Jeep or a Gladiator rock crawling. And like what we're talking about, I'm with you. I love speed. That's my thing. But are there any benefits to the system on the rocks?
Yeah, 100%. And with that, it's kind of being able to dial in and have the tire patch when you want tire patch. I look at that when I think about tuning, whether it's on rocks, speed bumps, or anything like that. You always want contact to the tire to get over anything you're trying to do.
Sure.
And everything. So with that, again, hey, when you don't need any compression and you want everything to travel, you don't have any because it's all velocity sensitive. When you want it, it's there and it catches you.
So this is the way the algorithm is going to be sending information to the different parts of the vehicle, and then you've got full telemetry of each corner of your shock. So this is giving real-time read.
Yeah. And what we did was we recorded it saying, hey, in your left front, you're spiking up into these ranges of shaft velocity. And so we can see how you're using the vehicle. And then later on, we can come back to you and say, hey, we'd like to do an update. We're going to give you something that catches what you're doing.
And you can record rides. So each one of these is a recorded ride. So as we go back to that screen, if we were having Wi-Fi, we could see where we are. The only time you need Wi-Fi or connectivity to a cell service is to get the GPS function. All of this is run off of Bluetooth. So the analog or the analytics from the shocks and the way your changes are being made can all be done through Bluetooth on your mode selector or your app on your phone. And then you can, like Pat said here, go and see what your shaft speeds are. And then on top of that, we're able to also see all the diagnostics of the way my shocks are working from all of my four corners, whether my touch point is working, my ECU, my IMU sensor, and all that's at the fingertips.
We don't have to be with you. We can see what your vehicle's doing, and then at some point, send you an email and say, hey, we'd like to, drop you in some new codes.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's like taking tuning to the next level.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, for the masses that don't get to us, we can still help you.
Yeah.
Right? So one of those things. Or just call. I'll come tune your vehicle.
I think I should feed them. So if there's one place that we always make a stop at SEMA, that is at Bestop, because they always have cool products that all of you guys are going to want for your Jeep. I'm here with Rick, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about what we're seeing over here on this jail.
Hey Eddie, how you doing, man?
Great, yourself?
Yes, welcome to SEMA 2025.
Thank you very much. So can you tell us what we're seeing over here?
Yeah, here on the Wrangler is one of our Bestop E-Top, fully powered convertible soft tops there for the JL. We have them for JL 4-door, JL 2-door, and we will be releasing a JK 4-door coming up. Available for pre-order now, but not at the show.
Okay. So you were telling me something about the colors that these are available in. Right now, black is available, but what other colors are going to be offering now?
That's right. Black Twill is the currently available. What you see here is what we're calling our champagne color. For spring of 2026, we're going to have 4 new colors: Champagne, Merlot, Admiral, and Smoke. And they are going to look dynamite on the vehicle, just like you can see this one here. They do come with a little bit higher price point. The Black Twill is normally $49.95, and the premium colors will be $53.95.
Is there a chance you could give us a demonstration on how this thing actually works?
Yeah, so the great thing about this, it is some manual latches on the top there for the windshield, and then it is like button operation. Top goes up, top goes down. There is a brake interlock, so you do have to have it parked or at a stoplight, and then you can go ahead and cycle the top. For the show, we do have them available to operate with a wireless one, but inside here you can see we've got a couple of buttons that are installed inside, and then the top.
Wow, that's fast.
Like that, right? The rain rolls in and you're ready to put the top up and head out.
Fantastic, and you just need to latch it up front and that's it?
Yeah, you don't even have to get out of the vehicle to put the top up or down. One of the great features, and it's the one thing that Bestop's really excited about after 70 years, we're able to offer power soft tops for the Wrangler community.
That's fantastic. So how about installation? Is this something that you need to take it to a dealership or something? Or
Yes, well, we recommend that you go through a Bestop authorized dealer. You can find those on our website. They'll be able to locate you wherever you are in the country and connect you with somebody that's got the right training. It can be installed independently. Someone that's handy, comfortable with some electrical work, some interior trim modifications. But unless you go the authorized installer, there is some impact on the warranty that's available. Yeah.
And your website is?
Bestop.com.
So people are going to want to know, are these available now? Are they shipping now?
So the black twill for the Wrangler is available right now for both the 2-door and the 4-door on the JL body style. We've got a JK 4-door that we are in pre-sale on right now. And the colors are a spring 26 availability.
Fantastic. Can we get one more demonstration of it opening up?
Yeah, sure.
I'm really impressed at how fast that is. Now, once it's open, is there like some kind of boot or anything that you put on it, or is it just like that?
No additional accessories required, nothing else to do once you've got it folded down, but go enjoy the open air. And like we want to say at Bestop, soft tops go hard now. And this is a great opportunity for people to get out there and really enjoy that outdoor lifestyle that everybody really associates with the Wrangler.
Awesome. Thank you, Rick. I
Eddie.
really appreciate the demonstration and showing us this awesome new product. Bacon wrapped hot dogs. You can smell this place for miles in here. So I walked into JKS because I've always loved their suspension systems. They've always made really quality parts, but they have something on this JL that I've never seen before, and that's a long arm kit. So I'm here with Andy. He's going to tell us a little bit about what we're looking at. Andy?
Hi. Basically what we're looking at here is our JL, and what we've got showing today is our new long arm kit. So what we did is we basically took a little bit different approach at developing this kit. Instead of just saying, okay, we need a long arm kit, we looked at the vehicle performance and the overall aesthetics and kind of developed the system based off of performance requirements and not just throwing a long arm kit on. If you look at where our brackets mount on the front and the rear,
Really high clearance.
everything's really high clearance, everything's tucked up under the frame. So we actually shaved the body mount off, and then our frame bracket for our control arms replaces the body mount on both sides.
Got it.
So we're tucked up really nice. The lower brackets on the axle,
Yes.
weld on.
Okay.
So, and that's obviously the 1-ton axles and the standard Jeep axles that
So
it
you
comes
would
with.
replace the lower control arm
Yeah.
bolts. Okay.
So-
And am I seeing correctly? Are those? Is it a bolt-on kit or no, it's welded actually, right?
This one is welded, but it is a bolt-on application.
Okay.
If you choose to weld it, you can. So we've got a beefed up track bar bracket, and this is mainly for this Dynatrack axle, but we also have a track bar bracket for the standard kit.
Okay.
And then we've got obviously our track bar. We are releasing this kit at 4.5 and 6 inches.
Okay.
And then we will also include our JKS coilovers as part of the option. So when you buy, you can do just the long arm upgrade, or you can buy the entire kit with the shocks pre-selected at the correct lengths.
Oh, awesome.
The front is a lot of the same of the rear. The major difference on the front is we replaced the transmission crossmember as the lower control arm brackets for better clearance.
So it completely replaces the factory cross member.
Yep.
Okay, I see that.
So this
Nice.
cross member is brand new. Mounts here. Again, you know, this mount is not the lowest point on the frame. The lowest point on the frame is that stock race.
Sure, for the transfer case.
Yep. Utilize that standard mount on top of the pinion. And then we've got our weld-on brackets here. Both sides are weld-on the lowers. And then our upper bracket up here, and our arm design allows to work with that loop that's in the exhaust, so you don't have to redo
Perfect.
the exhaust.
Yeah, a lot of people are having to delete that loop in
Yep.
order to make it work, but your kit actually makes it happen without it. So that's
Correct.
awesome.
Yep.
So typically, does your kit come with the Fox shocks, or is it? Do you have other brands as well?
So all of our kits come with Fox shocks if you're buying shocks from us,
Sure.
but you can obviously buy the upgrade and use your own springs and shocks.
Perfect.
That's really it. Road manners are exceptional. I've taken several people for rides that come to our location in Coldwater. I've put 10,000 miles on a unit without a stabilizer, and it had 0 death wobble. It's awesome. We do have it available with our purpose-built for this kit rubber bushings. We also have redesigned our flex joint.
Okay.
Our flex joints now they don't wipe the grease off. So when we tested our new flex joint, we basically put them on dry until they squeaked, and we put grease in them, and the squeak went away. And I don't know how many, it's 10, 15,000 miles on those yet, and they're still running good. But the kits come standard with the rubber bushings.
Okay.
So
is this kit available now, or are you just releasing it for the show?
we are releasing it for the show. You can place orders probably January, February ship date.
Okay.
Trying to pull everything ahead the best we can. The one thing I will state is the control arms will be the standard JKS black. They're not orange. They're orange because of the vehicle. But yeah, it's an exceptional kit. Road manners are fantastic. Performance is fantastic off the road. It's great. We're really excited to get this out.
So one question a lot of guys are going to ask right away is, what is the price point for like the basic setup?
Sure. The upgrade kit starts at $4,600.
And then goes up.
And it works its way up from there, all the way up to the full-on coilover kit that's just at about $12,000.
Awesome. Well, Andy, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this right here is the blueprint. Anything that's blue on this Jeep is a part number.
It's good to see you, bud.
You bet.
What do you think?
What's awesome, this is of course Eric over here at Tyri Lights. Decided to come by because last year we saw a lot of cool products from them, and I'm hoping that you have more stuff for us this year.
We do, yeah.
So tell me about this van first. What's the deal with this?
Yeah, so this is a 73 Dodge B200 that I bought out of Idaho. It was converted back in 1975 to a four-wheel drive.
Nice.
At Burbank Four-Wheel Drive down in Southern California.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It spent most of its life cruising around the desert in Baja. It's still got the Baja tourist registration sticker on the back window from 1973. The original owner was a school teacher. And so we're calling it the smuggle bus because he put secret compartments all over this thing. Of course, we got all the Tyri Intel lights, which you're very familiar with.
Yes.
We've got the 1313s, the D18s. And then we did a lot of diffused lighting around it for campsite lighting and stuff like that. It's been a fun van. It's getting a lot of attention.
So how about in terms of lights? What other than what you have on the van, is there anything new that we can check
so
out?
we got some new stuff. So I know we deal mostly in Jeep stuff,
Sure.
you and I, and but this one is the new Bronco light hoop. So we've got, for the factory steel Bronco light bar, we've got our Hyperion V12 in there. And again, it comes with the yellow lens and the clear lens, as it always does. And we've got a fog light mount over here, so you can pack a bunch of lights in. So we'll have full, complete packages for that. But the cool Jeep thing is now we have this hoop for JK as well.
Oh, nice.
So we've got our JK one done. So if you have the factory steel Rubicon bumper, we have that JK bar as well.
Very cool.
And way back over here, you guys, we talked about the Baseline Series
Yeah.
lights last year. So we've expanded the Baseline Series. So not only do we have our $99 baselines, so now we have some $79 baselines and some $69 baselines. So now we're really pulling it down. So we just, we changed some of the optics. It's a little lower output. The components are a little bit cheaper. So we were able to bring the price down. And the more we make of them, the cheaper it gets for us. So we've got, I think it's 9 different baselines now: spots, floods, diffused, square, round, different levels of output and stuff like that. So we're really proud of those. We're really expanding that line.
That's perfect. This is exactly what I think a lot of guys are looking for, to get some lights on their Jeep, their rigs, at a price point that most people can afford. And these are basically Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers at that price, and they're made in America. What can you say?
And we've got one more vehicle that we're really excited about it. But it's got our 1010s on it. We didn't go over the top with it because this is a really unique build. Greg Henderson at Unofficial Use Only built this one. It's a TJ Brute, which we've known for years. Well, Greg's found some guys that still have TJ Brute kits from AEV in boxes.
Oh, wow.
It's got a 4.7 stroker in it. It was a Tomb Raider TJ. So it's like you take a rare TJ, you take a rare body, and you put it also. He did the conversion, So this is a really cool one. And I love TJ Brutes. Always have.
You know, and it's crazy because we just did a video that highlights 20 years of us covering SEMA. In 2005, we actually have Brutes on there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of amazing to see this again 20 years later. Well, thank you again very much.
Thanks,
I
Eddie.
really appreciate your time.
Good seeing you guys.
You as well. And you guys, they make awesome lights. You guys need to check them out. So for our next stop, we're coming to Hazard Ford, and as you guys have seen in the past, we come here a few times before because they have really cool products. Philip, how you doing?
Good to see you,
Good
man.
to see you again. I am told that you have some new products that you want to show me.
Yeah, we have some cool stuff to show you.
Show me.
Cool, let's go to the
Love
back.
to see it. Okay.
So we've got a couple of new products we're launching this year that we're proud of. So this is called the Tacticooler. It's part of a line that we're going to be doing with our aquatic division stuff that's like waterproof, weatherproof stuff. So this here's obviously a cooler, for fishing, for hunting game, filling up with ice. It holds up to 36 cans of beverages. So it's waterproof. If all that stuff melts, it's not going to be pouring out of the bag. But the cool thing is, a cooler in itself isn't that interesting. But this one, it mounts to a tire as we have here. But as you come around, you can actually see that it's not just put on with some straps, it's put on with a full backpack setup. And as you can see how this works, it has really long straps that go through the tire. And then it comes up here to metal hardware that I can expose, and you can see this holds 200 pounds a piece, and it's a piece of hardware we developed, and it actually has a gate here, and it clips through, and you can unclip it, and it has really long straps, so it allows it to go. This is 35-inch tires, but you can go bigger than that, and then it has a full, backpack, and I'll show you one that's free up the car. A little bit different colorway.
Oh,
and
cool.
then so it's got straps, and then the extra, we just kind of bundled it up here.
Sure.
And then you've got a full backpack, and then you've got
Hey,
a
that's
really
clever.
large pack. So we're going to be doing a few sizes. So this is a big one. It's like around $270 because it's huge, but they're going to be also a little bit smaller because even for me, I'm 6'1", and it's just a really large bag.
Right.
But for a party or something, that's what you want. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of ice. Then you have different like grab handles, top and bottom. You can almost like use it as a table when it's deployed because it's quite rigid. And then you can see it's got handles, so when you end up with the inevitable water that's melted, you have two places where you can like pour that off.
That's great.
And then handles here, like pads. And then nothing on here is like absorptive. It doesn't have those things that are sort of on a backpack that would get really wet or dirty. And it doesn't have any plastic hardware. It's all welded, or it's the metal. So if it's it's not that important if you're carrying something, because if you break a plastic thing at a picnic, it's not a big deal. But on the car, if it's 50 pounds of beverages on the back, you don't want them snapping off with sun damage or getting cold or whatever and flying off onto the freeway. So that's why we have the metal hardware. So that's the Tacticooler, and that'll be coming out in a couple of months. And then I'll show you a couple of other related things.
Please.
So sort of again in like the waterproof vein, this bag, we just didn't have space on the back of the car. So we put it on the front here, but it's a fully similar idea that it goes onto the back of the wheel. And you might say, well, it's like a sort of a trash type bag.
Right.
Well, it isn't. So one thing we noticed is a lot of those bags that go on the back of wheels on cars, they're designed for like garbage and sort of refuse. So that means that they're not made waterproof, or they're not made for like actual stuff to go into. They're made for waste.
Right.
So what we wanted to do is make like a really large bag that's actually a dry bag. And as much as it has our tactical or adventure features like the Velcro for putting patches, the ports for adding these optional lights, or some MOLLE for adding things, the big trick is that it's actually a dry bag. So it's got our locking buckles on both sides, and it rolls up. So that's our patented buckles that you can lock. And then you see you unroll the top, and it's a really large bag.
Wow, it's huge.
And then it's got provisions for if someone wants to use it as a trash bag. It has the little clips that you can put an actual garbage bag into, but it's actually a dry bag that's fully sealed. So you see here I've got a good piece of luggage.
Sure.
So this came out of an actual problem. I was picking up some relatives at the airport, and then we got there with our Jeep, and they brought so much luggage. They had kids and luggage, and Jeeps don't have that much space. So I was starting to freak out that I was running out of room in the trunk, and how was I gonna leave LAX with this stuff? And I was thinking it'd be great to have a bag on the back of the car that the extra stuff, like a big carry-on like this, could actually like fit into, and I could fit a couple of them into. And then it was raining that day too. I'm like, okay, if it went back there and it'll get soaked, they're gonna be mad. So I'm like, why not have a dry bag that we can roll up and fully seal that stuff from water or snow and dust, and then drive it for hours back home. And then that's where this guy came from. So this is called our storm cell, sort of like the weather.
Sure.
But it's a cell that keeps your stuff dry from the storm. And then in terms of the rigging, that's the last thing I'll show you guys. So we have this straps over here that came in this pouch. And then again, I'll come around to the back and show you what it is. So we call that our strap rack. And it again came out of this idea of having something that you have in the truck for a quick deployment, that if you need to have really quickly something put on the back of the car, you've got something standing by to do that with. So all of the brown color, this is our strap rack as we're calling it. It just comes in a little pouch like that.
Sure.
Just we're showing it here. And you strap the 4 pieces around the tire. So it's got really strong hardware. It's on there really, really firm. And then it comes down again to those patented buckles that we came up with here. So it's got really good holding potential. You know, I've hung myself off of it in a harness, and I trusted it not to fall. We actually have like a weight rating on it. And then if Andrew can hand me something, like if we needed to mount, let's say, a snowboard bag or a rifle bag or something that it just won't fit in the car at the end of the day. So you see, we have a bag here. Let's say it's a rifle bag or something like that. And then the hardware clips through. We have these pieces here that are kind of like padded pieces that, let's say, was a surfboard and like a really light surfboard sock.
Sure.
We don't want the metal like digging in, so we created these pieces that kind of hold it there. And then like this guy, for instance, even has Velcro and those ports for the lights that we have all over the car. So we could like have some lighting here, so when this is open, you're not gonna like walk into it and jam or whatever. As you can see, it's all metals, the hard cores, so you can have something back here and really go down the freeway with a board. And then we go horizontal with this one. If there was like a vertical situation, we could flip these and clip them to each other, or even like make an X across. So there's a number of ways of deploying it. We also built in provisions on some of the new products, like these loops here, so that you can use this strap to clip in with these clips right into those corners, and then have that bag be like a quick release on that harness, as opposed to using the backpack straps.
Sure.
So even if you have like backpacks like this that just have MOLLE on the sides that people just own, you can take those backpacks, and let me just show you a little bit here on the side. So many backpacks that just have these or these, so you can just go in like this and tighten, and then this guy would come around and do the same thing on this side, and then the bottom one, so you can just put any pack that has any sort of D-rings or whatever on it and put it onto your trunk. So that's the Tacticooler, various sizes, the strap rack, and the storm cell out front. Then the storm cell could obviously live over here.
Sure.
Just transfer to this piece here. The strap rack is going to be around $69, and then the storm cells I think is around $150. And again, that's a waterproof, seam sealed bag, like a welded construction. And then the various sizes of the cooler is up to like $270 and down from there.
And are all these available for purchase now?
Well, you know, at the shows we launch stuff and we have patents and stuff like that, so we show you guys first, and as you know, then they roll out.
Right.
But one thing that I will want you to try in your actual truck is, remember the shelf.
I do remember.
From here, and now they're ready.
Oh, fantastic.
So we actually rigged up 2 here. Our shelf that goes into the bolts and the Jeep over here, but then we switched to those metal buckles that we were just showing you on the other stuff, because we found out in actual use, when you put a bunch of weight in here, not even a lot, when the truck is going off-road and you have some inertia into that system, the plastic buckles we were showing you last year, they just don't cut it. They can like break. And we found out people want to put tools and jacks and stuff and dogs and kids in these. So we just went to like almost a 200-pound rating on each of the corners. So we've got that, and remember that turns into a bundle that you can just have for deployment. And then since a lot of people have MOLLE panels and other things on the side, you can actually make a rack of 2. And remember, underneath you have a bag you can put a rifle or something into. So this is the ones that are ready to go. I think we have them ready for Christmas in the stores. So we'll get you one, try it, and also in the back of one of the pickup trucks, the D-rings and stuff. I haven't tried that too much myself. So excited to see what you think of it.
So in regards to the strap rack, I'm pretty interested in that as well. You had mentioned that this is the 35-inch tire, but you could go bigger. Do you have any idea how large of a tire you can go up to?
Well, this is the extra This is what determines how much more we can go.
Okay.
So if this tire is 30, 37,
Sure.
40.
Right.
So we think even like this is a lot of extra strap from here to here.
Okay.
So I think even possibly up to 40
40 sure.
would be good, which is like past where most people have it where you can open properly.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll try it. We'll go around the show and find the biggest tire we can and strap it on. That's the plan.
Fantastic. Well, Philip, I really
Thank you so
appreciate
much,
you
sir.
taking the time to show me some of the cool products that Hazard 4 has. You guys got to check it out. Oh, and where can people purchase your products?
Hazard4.com.
Awesome. Unfortunately, that wraps up our coverage here at SEMA. I know on the previous video I said there would be 2 more days, but unfortunately, this is going to be it. We hope that you enjoyed seeing some of the cool new parts and accessories being made for your Jeep. If you're not already a member, we would love for you to join us on our online community at Wayalife.com. Until next time, keep the shiny side up, all 4 on the floor, and with any luck, we'll see you on the trail.